I can't lie, at age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are.
Ready to go again, working with Freddie Roach. I feel like I'm back in 2010, the Wayback Machine. Pacquiao looked pretty good.
Manny Pacquiao is back in training with legendary coach Freddie Roach for his 2025 return fight against Mario Barrios. Focused on conditioning and sharpness, Pacquiao and his team have been running through the streets of Los Angeles. The boxing icon is determined to make a powerful comeback in the ring.
All right, let's go.
Did you see that speed, Ellie?
That's unreal. 25 punches in 4 seconds. This pay-per-view is selling 1 million. Yeah. Wait.
Manny Pacquiao's long and successful partnership with legendary coach Freddie Roach has been a cornerstone of his boxing legacy. Since the early days of his career, their mutual respect and strong bond have played a crucial role in Pacquiao's rise to greatness. Now, as he prepares for his 2025 comeback fight, Pacquiao has once again turned to Roach for guidance. Their reunion brings both nostalgia and renewed motivation, aiming to recapture the winning chemistry that led to many of Pacquiao's iconic victories. This enduring partnership reflects the deep trust and dedication driving his latest comeback journey.
To Manny Pacquiao ever again.
Let's talk a little bit about Freddie Roach, because your relationship has been so definitive. What do you think is the best advice that he ever gave you?
Just focus. Always what your dreams is.
Was that advice that you needed? Was that something that you found difficult
Yeah.
to do?
Just focus.
Fans are feeling nostalgic as Manny Pacquiao reunites with Freddie Roach in training. Their comeback brings back memories of Pacquiao's glory days and legendary bouts. Seeing the iconic duo together again ignites excitement and hope for another unforgettable chapter in boxing history.
Ready to go again, working with Freddie Roach. I feel like I'm back in 2010, the Wayback Machine. Pacquiao looked pretty good in some of the videos that I saw, like he wasn't in horrible shape, but he is 46 years old, going up against a guy that is more than a decade younger than him in Mario Barrios. Bob Arum, in the same interview, he said that he was worried about Manny Pacquiao. This is a guy that promoted Pacquiao for most of his professional career, not promoting this fight against Barrios, but he said he is concerned for Pacquiao going into this fight. Do you have concerns about Pacquiao going in?
No, I don't have concerns. And look, I can post a video and look good for 10 seconds right now. Just like when Mike Tyson looked like a killer when he was promoting the Jake Paul fight. You writers and you guys with the non-boxing, I need to get those videos out of your head, because they're just clips. Anyone can look good for that long. I can train you to look good for 10 seconds. It'll be pretty hard, but I can train you to look good for 10 seconds on video. So don't worry about that. Look, Bob Arum knows what he's talking about, because it's the legs that's going to get to Pacquiao, not the power, not the explosive speed in front of a heavy bag. But whenever you're in front of an opponent and he's going to be moving around, it's the legs that are going to fail you. They're going to betray you. The power's not going to betray you. That lasts until the very end. His punch resistance, that's not going to betray him, because that never goes. Speed, and it's because you rely on your legs. That's the thing that goes at age. So at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao is not going to have zero leg.
Freddie Roach, one of boxing's most respected trainers, often reflects on his first meeting with Manny Pacquiao. At the time, Pacquiao was a small fighter weighing just 112 pounds, and many underestimated him. However, Roach quickly recognized something special: tremendous punching power, speed, aggression, and resilience. While others overlooked the young boxer, Roach saw the potential for greatness. His early belief in Pacquiao laid the groundwork for a powerful and lasting partnership that would go on to shape one of the most extraordinary careers in boxing history.
What did you know about Manny?
Nothing.
He's a little guy, 112-pound former world champion. He says, well, you want to work out together? I said, yeah, no problem. After one round of mitts with Manny Pacquiao, I says, wow, this kid can fight. He had speed and he had power. And because I asked Pacquiao, did you go to any other gyms before this one? He says, Freddie, I started in New York and I came across the country and I stopped at every gym I could. And everyone else turned me down. I said, what? We started working together. Everything was going really well. He was about to go home, but at that time, Ledwaba was a world champion from South Africa, and his opponent had gotten sick, pulled out of the fight. Manny was the next available opponent.
What are you thinking?
I told all the top-ranked employees, bet on Pacquiao, he's 60-1. I mean, you can't get a better odds than this. And they said, Freddie, your guy's gonna get killed. I said, what are you, crazy? I said, this kid is special.
I frankly had never heard of him, but I've seen and heard of him now.
Now, after years at the top and time away from the ring, Manny Pacquiao has reunited with Freddie Roach to train for his 2025 fight against Mario Barrios. Training footage shows Pacquiao and his team focus on conditioning, speed, and technique. Their sessions include road work through the streets of Los Angeles and intense drills guided by Roach's experienced eye. This comeback camp marks both a physical and emotional revival for Pacquiao, as he aims to prove that his legendary skills and fighting spirit are still very much alive. Observers and fans have been amazed by Manny Pacquiao's recent training footage. At 46, he still displays a speed and power reminiscent of his prime, defying expectations given boxing's intense physical demands. Many are drawing comparisons to George Foreman's legendary comeback, where age didn't stop a former champion from shocking the world. This mix of nostalgia and excitement fuels hope that Pacquiao can deliver another unforgettable performance, proving that his remarkable talent and fierce competitive spirit remain as strong as ever.
Manny Pacquiao is back at training with Freddie Roach. This is crazy to think about it. Manny Pacquiao is coming back at age 46 to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC World Welterweight title. Listen, this is inspirational. I can't lie. At age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are, how great of a talent you are. Only a special kind of human can take on this challenge. You know, Manny Pacquiao at age 46, he takes on Mario Barrios, who is in his prime. Like, this could be devastating for Manny Pacquiao if shit goes left. But you know what I keep asking myself? Imagine if Manny Pacquiao actually comes back and beats Mario Barrios. That's crazy. It's happened in the past before. Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, they've come back in their older ages and they've become world champions. It can happen, it's possible. But, I mean, listen. If we're going to talk about skill sets, Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than Bernard Hopkins. So, it's not impossible if you think about it. Manny Pacquiao has got a better chance at becoming a world champion at 46 than Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman did. You know what I'm saying? So, it's possible. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Live your dream. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what age you are. Live your fucking dream. That's fucking out of it.
One of the most poetic aspects of Pacquiao's comeback is his pursuit to reclaim the WBC welterweight title, the very belt that first launched him into the international spotlight. Having originally won his first world title at flyweight, Pacquiao's career has spanned multiple weight classes and historic milestones. This upcoming fight represents a full circle, connecting the beginning of his journey to a potential fitting conclusion. It's about more than just a championship. It's about legacy, nostalgia, and closing the chapter with the organization that defined his rise in boxing.
Boxing Doctor News told onto your gloves, boxing fans, the rumors are true. Manny Pacquiao is stepping back into the ring. At 46 years old, the Filipino legend is taking on WBC welterweight champ Mario Barrios this July. But here's the kicker. Pacquiao's first world title was as a flyweight, and now he wants to retire as the WBC welterweight champ. Talk about a career comeback, but can the Pac-Man turn back time? He hasn't been in top form lately, while Barrios is coming off a tough draw. Will Pacquiao's experience triumph over youth, or is this one fight too far? Either way, July is shaping up to be an explosive month for boxing. Pacquiao's rolling the dice one last time. Will he make history as the oldest welterweight champ ever? Get ready for a showdown that'll have you on the edge of your seat.
Despite high-energy training videos, seasoned boxing analysts remain cautious. They emphasize that impressive workouts don't always guarantee success in the ring. Questions linger about whether Pacquiao can maintain the reflexes to evade counters, withstand a full fight's punishment, and endure the stamina demands of multiple rounds.
It's a bad idea. Out of nowhere, the WBC decides they want their welterweight champion, Mario Barrios, to defend his belt against Manny Pacquiao. About 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But Manny's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against kickboxer guy in Japan. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, and yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt, and it was a terrible idea for him to do that. There were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight, but this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion, and Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt.
Pacquiao's advisor, Shawn Gibbons, emphasized a meaningful symbolism in selecting Mario Barrios as his opponent. Barrios holds a current WBC title, directly connecting to the organization that awarded Pacquiao his first world championship belt. This matchup goes beyond financial gains or rankings. It serves as a deliberate bookend to Pacquiao's legendary career. Whether he wins or not, the story of reclaiming a former crown adds emotional depth and significance to the fight.
We have Shawn Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Shawn, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Ben, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC World Champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight.
Boxing analyst Teddy Atlas noted that Mario Barrios moved up in weight and isn't a natural welterweight, which may make his size advantage less significant. This perspective suggests the fight could be more evenly matched than many expect, leveling the playing field against Pacquiao. Atlas believes this could result in a competitive and intriguing contest, rather than a clear mismatch, making the bout more unpredictable and exciting.
Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight. And of course we understand Pacquiao has moved up. My God, I don't even know when he first turned pro. You would have thought maybe he could have been a jockey.
Yeah,
I mean he was
108 pounds, right?
Yeah, jockeys are about 105 pounds, I think, somewhere around that neighborhood. I mean, can you imagine him though going to the whip? He might have killed the horse. That's the only thing. Yeah, you would have had Petter. What is it called? Peter, whatever. Peter. You would have had Peter coming after you. You know, look what he did to this horse. You know, but look, I love Pacquiao. One of my favorite people. One of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from like whatever. Incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible. Just incredible. But now, yeah, Barrios wouldn't be as big as those other guys, but he's still a guy that's confident. He's a guy that's a world champion. He's a guy who throws a lot of punches. He's a guy who's younger, who's active, you know, who I know you can't go by this guy beat this guy, but he could beat that guy, but he could beat this guy, but you can't go by that in my business, in this business, because styles make fights. But you're right. He beat Ugas. You could say Ugas was a little older than when he fought him a little bit. Then when Pacquiao fought him, maybe that made a difference, whatever. But he did take a lot of punishment, Pacquiao, in the Ugas fight.
The boxing community is divided on Pacquiao's chances. Some trust his experience, skill, and mental strength to outsmart a younger opponent, while others remain cautious, aware of the challenges aging brings in a demanding sport. Critics compare the fight to spectacle bouts like Tyson versus Jake Paul, suggesting entertainment might overshadow serious competition. This split highlights the complex emotions surrounding the return of a legendary boxer, blending respect with skepticism.
For his network, his YouTube show.
1 second. Do you have, so you got Manny winning?
Yes.
You got Manny winning?
No. Against Barrios?
Yeah.
No, I think, look, every great fighter got one great fight left in him. That had to be Thurman. And Manny, I think Manny seems to want to, Manny appears to be like how Bernard and Roy were. Like, he's really one of those great old school fighters where he's gotta go out on his shield.
Yeah.
Going out on your shield used to not mean just in any given fight. It used to mean that's how they went out, period, fighters. And Manny's like that.
I do not want to see.
It's really hard to see Manny Pacquiao losing to Mario Barrios because of who they are. But who they are now, you know?
Shawn, I do not want to see like Manny on a knee, mouthpiece out. That's gonna hurt me.
Kevin McBride, Mike
That's
Tyson.
That's gonna hurt me, man.
While Pacquiao claims to have stayed active over the years, skeptics doubt if his preparation matches the demands of facing a tough, hungry champion like Barrios. Critics argue that time away from competitive fights dulls a boxer's sharpness, regardless of gym training. Real fight experience and timing are crucial, and training alone can't replicate the intensity and unpredictability of an actual match. This skepticism adds another layer of uncertainty ahead of the bout.
Overhand right. Stop it! Welcome to K9 Boxing. And it's yours truly, Cornelius K9 Bundridge, the oldest world champion in juvenile history. And Manny Pacquiao is looking to step back in the ring, y'all, against Mario Barrios, July the 19th. If I'm not mistaken, it's July 19th. And I give Manny Pacquiao a good chance at winning. Because, you know, a lot of people say, well, he's been inactive. He's older. Man, but he throw punches. He has a lot of experience. And his last fight was an exhibition, which still was a fight. And still kept him sharp, punching, doing something. So it ain't like he just ain't been in the ring, ain't did nothing. Yeah, he been working. It's like them underground boxing matches are real fights. And it keep you off bold. You know, Emmanuel Stewart used to do a lot of exhibitions for his guys. For his guys to get them sharp, get them prepared for a fight. If they hadn't fought in a minute, just to have them fight sharp. What up, Keith? Yeah, just to have them fight sharp. So if they got in the ring and they hadn't fought in a minute, it won't seem like it. It'd be like it seem like they just recently fought. Yeah, so you know, it's a lot of stuff you can do to make yourself relevant, sharp, can have you right, ready for a fight. Yeah. My young dogs, Kevin, Kyrie, and Tadell, you know, the Hawk, the dogs, they fought to a draw.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia respects Pacquiao's incredible legacy, but expresses concern about the physical challenges aging athletes face. He warns that even the greatest champions' bodies can betray them over time, especially against younger, stronger opponents. Despite differing opinions and risks, Pacquiao's passion for the fight remains clear. He believes fighters should focus on entertaining fans and creating memorable moments, regardless of the outcome. This mindset reveals a deeper motivation, bringing excitement and joy to boxing audiences worldwide.
But Pacquiao, not Pacquiao. It's tough to go against him in this situation because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might try to beat Pacquiao. I mean, not knock him out, but I mean, beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, right?
Yeah. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so why not? If he can make it happen, he can happen. Because I would love, if Barrios was my fighter, I would love to have a Pacquiao on the record. I would love something. That's a fight you know you gotta get ready.
It's a fight that boxing fans will criticize you for. Yeah. But the reality is, Manny Pacquiao has a diehard fan base that you're going to make money with that fight. Yeah. But everybody wants to see other fights at 47. You Stanionis, you Boobs, you Brian Norman.
Yeah, but you want to steal as much as you can steal. You know what I mean? Because again, this shit is not forever. Just like anything else, it's going to end. So you want to make some money and you want to do great things.
Promoter Ben Shalom offers a balanced perspective, blending excitement with caution regarding Manny Pacquiao's comeback. He recognizes a huge commercial appeal of a return fight headline by a legendary figure like Pacquiao, which is sure to draw significant attention and revenue. However, Shalom emphasizes the importance of protecting fighters, especially veterans who may be past their physical prime. From a business standpoint, Pacquiao's return is a smart move. His global fame and loyal fan base ensure high viewership and commercial success. Facing Mario Barrios, a young, marketable champion, creates a compelling storyline that sparks curiosity and revenue. Pacquiao's 2025 return embodies legacy, nostalgia, ambition, and the desire to entertain fans.
Thank you to Manny Pacquiao. Unbelievable career that we may never have a career like that again. I want you to take with you, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, is moments. By taking themselves out of a comfort zone, challenging themselves. And Manny Pacquiao is a dinosaur with a glass of a dying breed. We're not going to see too many fighters like this ever again. And Pacquiao is going to be the type of fighter that we tell our kids about. Pacquiao has 20 wins, greater than some of your favorite fighters' best win. Manny Pacquiao has 3 Hall of Fame careers in one, winning legit titles in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao's legacy will age better and better and better. As times go on and on and on, a fighter like Floyd Mayweather, I think his legacy will diminish a little bit. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all time.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned.